Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. Is this all occasions card that I made using my Big Shot. Here are the products I used. Along with my Big Shot, I used the Scallop circle die, Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder, my platform, and my 2 standard cutting pads. Several punches are needed: your large oval, your small oval, your round tab punch. I'm so sad that this is retiring at the end of May. And the cupcake punch. Along with that, I used the itty bitty punch pack, and I used the little flower image, ribbon cutting scissors, and the very vanilla satin ribbon. You can use a variety of ribbons though for this project. The brads I used for the center of the dress are the filigree brads. These are also retiring at the end of May. My Stampin' Dimensionals, snail adhesive, and then for cardstock, I used Very Vanilla soft suede, Mocha Morning Designer Series paper, and I used I have done this project, this dress, using a variety of pieces of the Mocha Morning, and each one is so exquisite to use. This is a perfect designer series paper for this project. So I used, for the one I'm going to show you in the video, the small polka dots and the large polka dots. All right, I will clear off my spot, get things organized, and I will show you how to create the dress and the purse using my Big Shot and my punches. Back in a moment. All right, I'm back, and really the first thing I did to create my dress was I took a piece of scrap basic black cardstock, put it on top of my scallop circle die, ran it through my Big Shot to create a large black scallop circle. And then from that, what I did was I created my template for my dress. The other thing that you're going to need that I forgot to mention is a pencil. You want to use a pencil to trace around the template to create the dress using the designer series paper that you want to use for this project. So let me show you. I'll clarify that in a minute. Then you're going to take your designer series paper that you want for your dress. You're going to put it on top of your scallop circle die with the sandwich, the bottom standard cutting pad, your die, your designer series paper, and your top standard cutting pad, and then run it through. And there's the scallop for the dress. And then what you want to do is put your template on top and trace it so you end up with the dress pattern. So the first time that I created my dress, I used the basic black. I've already stated that. I created this whole scallop image. I actually drew mine freehand and then cut it out. But what you can do if you are not a good freehand drawer, and I'm really not either, but here's a tip, is if you have a large spool of ribbon, you can actually lay it on and use the curvature from the side of the ribbon to help you create, to help you create the curve you want for your dress. I just drew mine freehand. So what you're going to do is turn your pattern paper, your designer series paper, over. You're going to trace the pattern. Go. And then you're just going to cut it out. And that will give you the dress. There we go. You're going to need some paper snips. I probably didn't mention that you need those either. Those are sort of your basic tools that you need for every project. Okay, and let me cut this one down too. All right. There we go. So there's the dress. Now, I'm going to bring my Big Shot back in, And I'm going to create I'm going to need my platform this time. I'm going to do the background layer for my card. I'm going to put my platform on tab 1, my bottom standard cutting pad. I've got my perfect polka dots embossing folder. I'm going to put my cardstock in, and I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. And that's going to create the layer the dress is going to sit on. There we go. Now, I chose the perfect polka dots embossing folder because my dress has polka dots. If you have a variety of other embossing folders at home, like I do, if you chose a pattern that has swirls, you could use a different embossing folder. So match your embossing folder to the pattern that you've chosen for your designer series paper. All right, let me bring in my original, and you can see how this is starting to take shape. I used a strip of my satin ribbon for the belt, and what I did was I cut a piece of ribbon to tuck around the dress, and then I put a piece of just a strip of snail adhesive in the center and squished it so it looked like it gathered the belt in the middle. Then there's two things you can do. You can poke your brad and your filigree embellishment right through the dress, or you can just open up the brad on the other side and use a mini glue dot. You have to kind of wrestle it through the ribbon in the dress, but once you do, it's very secure. Now, let me show you how to create the purse. Very cool idea, very quick and easy. I'm going to bring in my round tab punch, and I'm going to punch out of my designer series paper. And then I'm going to fold it in half. There we go. Then I'm going to use a little bit of snail adhesive. Just to make sure that it stays shut. All right, so there's sort of the body of the purse. Then I'm going to bring in some scrap soft suede cardstock, and I'm going to punch the small oval, but I'm going to make sure that I have enough space around the hole, because then I'm going to bring in the large oval and I'm going to create the purse handle. So just sort of eyeball it so it's centered. And there's my 3 pieces for my purse, for the body of the purse. I'm going to take the small oval and fold it in half and crease it. And then I'm going to put adhesive on it and wrap it around the purse. Like so. And then I'm going to take the handle and I'm going to put some snail adhesive on it. There we go. My goodness, I'm all backwards this morning. So there we go. My goodness. There. So I put some snail adhesive on the large oval. And then you're going to have a piece that pokes out at the bottom. So just bring in your paper snips and trim it off. So there you've got the purse and the handle. And then for the embellishment, I brought in some scrap Very Vanilla, punched one of the little flowers, and added some snail adhesive to that. And then to finish it off, bring in the cupcake punch, and one of the sprinkles for the top of the cupcake is the perfect size for adding in the center of the purse. Now I would probably use my 2-way glue pen, there we go, to put on the purse. There, I hope you can see that okay in the video. Let me bring this in. All right, so there is my purse all done, and then all I did was attach it to the dress using my snail adhesive, or you can use a Stampin' Dimensional for underneath, which makes it really pretty. So my card base is Very Vanilla, And then I have a soft suede layer, my perfect polka dots layer, and my dress. And that completes the project. It looks like it's complicated to make, but it really isn't. Once you have all the tools you need, you can make several of these little dresses in one setting. Be perfect for a shower, for an invitation to a tea, Mother's Day card, and so on. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for the cardstock layers, please visit my blog, www.nutzaboutstamping.com. While on my blog, you can look through lots of other projects. You can subscribe to my customer newsletter. They're free, and I have one coming out this week. You can place an order using the Shop Now button, ask me a question, or I have online clubs, and my new catalog open house announcement is posted on there as well. I'm Terry. I am nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.